For the longest time, I was waking up with that stiff kind of ache. I needed a new mattress. And once I tried Brooklyn Bedding's Signature Hybrid, it was game over. I have not woken up sore since. What I really love about Brooklyn Bedding is it lets you choose your firmness level. I went for the medium. Go to brooklynbedding.com and use my promo code RIVALRY at checkout to get 30% off site-wide. That's brooklynbedding.com. Promo code RIVALRY for 30% off site-wide. Don't forget to enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. brooklynbedding.com. Promo code RIVALRY. The other day, I went to this outdoor brunch party. I thought my outfit was doing something until I popped on my pair eyewear sun tops and the whole look just snapped together. Face frames start at just $60 and top frames at $25. Slay your summer look. Go to paireyewear.com/sibling15 for 15% off your first pair. And support the show by mentioning that Sibling Rivalry sent you in your post-checkout survey. That's paireyewear.com/sibling15. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sibling Watchery. My name is Bob the Drag Queen.
And I am Naomi Smalls.
And we are reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10, Episode 10, the Snatch Game of All Stars, or Champion of All Stars Snatch Game. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be back. I missed you last week.
I missed you too. Where were you at again?
I think I was in New York and...
Yeah, because we crossed paths, didn't we?
I mean, we were like... I also missed my flight coming home.
Oh my God.
Today.
Did I tell you? Was it because it was early?
Well, I had like a late flight and then I was like...
Was a late flight?
I had like a noon flight. And then I was like, you know what? When I was packing up, I'm going to switch it to the 9 a.m. And then I fully just like woke up at like 8:55.
I 2 times now have read my outgoing, like my flight going home as the departure time, the landing time, and not the departing time, and just fully missed my flight and showed up at the airport. But Delta will like rebook your flight for you.
Yes.
You fly Delta?
I mean, ideally only.
Yeah, I prefer to fly Delta too.
Yeah.
We will talk about your drama with our co-host Selena S10E10 and how you left her on red, on not worse than red, listened in her hour of need. We'll talk about that during Untucked, honey.
To be fair, I leave a lot of people on red. That's just like, just spend too much time in the mirror.
Well, I am happy that you're back. You look stunning as always. Let's get into these looks. So the girls are back. We have 3 girls from 3 brackets. They're all back. Let's get into these entrance looks. So Irene, the alien, is really into this. This sounds like a moth, though. I guess it is a moth, but she's like in this moth thing. Like she's a moth alien.
Like Irene, moth, alien, chromatica, EDC.
Who are the alien girls? Alaska, Irene. I know Juno Birch is an alien.
Is Jimbo kind of alien-ish?
No, she's a clown.
Okay.
Is there another alien girl? Am I missing another alien girl?
I don't know if she currently identifies as an alien girl, but Rosé identified as an alien girl for a while.
Was she an alien for a while?
Yeah, that was like her thing. Like Laguna's a mermaid, Rosé is an alien, and then Jan...
A theater kid?
That's weird.
That's weird. I mean, I like this look. This look is cool. It's not. I mean, I've seen cooler looks on Irene before, but I mean, Irene for the most part looks really great all the time. She always looks great. She put a lot of thought into all of her looks every single time she's on Drag Race.
So detailed.
Or online or at a gig, she looks great.
Yes, you can tell it doesn't come in a bag. Like it's custom for her.
Yeah, she's great. Let's move on to the next one. Up next, we have Bosco. And I love this Cruella de Vil. I really miss when Bosco was a demon.
Yeah?
I miss Demon Bosco. I thought that was.
What do you think she is now then?
I don't know. She seems like she's shedding the demon thing, and now she's like a maybe edgy glamour girl, edgy fashion girl. This look is stunning. It's giving a little bit of the demon-esque with the horns on the garment.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah, it almost is like Mars Attacks as well.
A little bit. I mean, we're all aliens. Everyone's an alien.
I had a little like octopus at the bottom, which I'm guessing was on purpose.
Yeah, I really like the decorative net.
On the hair.
I always love a decorative net. And every time I try to do one, someone's like, don't do that. But I like a net with like stones on it.
Yeah. Like for black hair or for blonde hair, does it matter?
I never wear blonde hair. I mean, not never. Someone's gonna post a picture of me with blonde hair and be like, never.
But you were playing
I rarely
character.
wear blonde hair. Jacob, mind your fucking business, Jacob. What I'm saying is I rarely wear blonde hair.
That is fully Fifi O'Hara.
That is me in a bob from, oh my God, 9 years ago. But I do have some blonde wigs, but it is pretty rare that I wear a blonde wig.
When I think of you in blonde hair, I think of you in your housewife look.
Which housewife look?
Like your
We're here,
half up, half down.
Oh, with the dark roots and the blonde. That was a cute look.
That was fierce prosthetics.
That was a cute look.
Fierce.
Gang. I hate that. The team did well. All right, let's move on. Up next we have Aja. There's always something a little off. Aja's nipple showing was sending me.
I know. Why were they out? Why were they out?
Twice she reached up and the titty. Someone else's nipples were showing too. There was someone else and I was like, why are y'all's nipples showing?
That's crazy.
I can't remember who, but I do like this look though.
It's crazy that they don't blur it, and it's also crazy that these all-stars are not double-side taping.
They blurred Valentina's nipples when she lip synced against Monet.
Well, she is a woman.
There it is. I mean, Aja's a woman too, but they didn't know.
Oh, it's true.
So what is it? What's the tea?
True.
Editing. Tell us what's going on, honey. But I do love this is a cool look. It goes into Aja's brujeria, witchy vibes, which I love. I just wish that her nipples weren't showing.
I wish she wasn't wearing red shoes. And that's my only note. Okay,
let's go on to the next one. We have Lydia Butthole Collins. I love this look. I think she looks stunning. I love her. I love when she wears dark hair, which is almost always. I love this big tulle boa. You remember when Milk was doing those giant boas?
Yeah, I'm curious if Milk made this or not.
It doesn't seem big enough to be one of Milk's. Yeah. Milk's are usually multicolor. And also Lydia's I make everything myself.
That's true.
It's a bit, but I don't know who made this. I have no clue, but I think she looks great. This is a beautiful look. Her dresses are always a little too long though.
I know. I'm like, this feels borrowed. The tits are a little big and the dress is very long, but she also looks gorgeous.
Yeah, she looks.
I just don't think of her as this girl.
It's cute though.
Yeah.
Let's go on to our next one. We have Mistress Isabel Brooks. I love this burnt orange thing. I don't know if I love this corset in the middle. Also, at some point, Mistress is going to have to figure out her new pads. I don't think we're going to get it on the season because we saw her postseason still looking the fool in these pads. Mistress is such a great queen, and I understand you have to repad a whole new body. I have gained some weight. I have not gained and lost as much weight as Mistress has, but even in I'm I need to slightly adjust my padding, but ever so slightly because if I lose I've fluctuated between 60 to 70 pounds up and down since Drag Race. But she has not figured out her pads yet.
I remember even on Drag Race, they used to compliment your pads all the time.
And I was telling
they used to compliment your pads.
I was telling Monet that I'm known for having great body. Monet's you're not known for that. I'm like, Monet, you don't know anything. Let's start with you literally not knowing anything. Let's wake that up. I love this hair though.
I love this dress. I feel like this is one of those rare times where it could have just been a cocktail and it would have been way better.
Oh yeah, without that bottom part.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that keyhole is for down there, but I love this fabric. It looks wet.
Yeah, it looks really good. She looks good here. And honestly, even though I know her padding is the mess because I saw it back in the workroom, but here this extra fabric is kind of hiding it.
Yeah, maybe that's the point. But doesn't that bottom part just seem so confusing?
It does seem a little strange. I would like to know what the intention was, or if that's what they wanted or what they got. You know what I mean? Let's go to the next one. We have George's. I love this dress. I love this hair.
Like butt plug hair almost.
I'm obsessed with this hair. I love this dress. I love the color on her. I love the gloves. I love that she's cinched real nice and tight. This is a great look. She looks fantastic.
Yeah, she looks gorgeous.
No notes. 0 notes. Not even one.
I feel like she got so inspired on All Stars 9 because this gives me almost where she came back in this season, where she had the shell thing that was very
this little Mugler.
Yeah,
it's all a little Mugler,
which was very Plastique and Vanjie that season.
Maybe she's a Mugler girly.
Maybe she's a Plastique Vanjie girly.
Maybe. I mean, Plastique is currently the most followed girl on TikTok and Instagram
by a landslide.
Well, TikTok by a landslide. Instagram, she just edged out Trixie Mattel.
Wait, does she have more than RuPaul? She doesn't have more than RuPaul.
No, Ru girl. RuPaul's not a Ru girl.
I mean, she has more than RuPaul on.
No, she has more. I have more than RuPaul on TikTok.
Not give it a month.
But I do.
And she deserves it. That bitch works so hard.
Who, Plastique?
Yeah.
Her TikToks are doing, it's madness.
Every single day. Every single day.
It's madness. Her TikTok is not a game. Not a game. Let's go to our next one. We have Ginger Minge. I like this dress. I do not like this hair. This hair is so upsetting to me.
Is it too big? Or what's going on?
You know what it is? It's the front is completely flat.
Mm.
It looks like she laid the wig down on the table and then left it there for a while and then put it back on. You ever put your wig down in the back and the back is flat?
Yes.
But it's the front.
Yeah.
I do not like the wig. It's just like complete. I like the but once you turn to the side, you see the wig is just like straight up.
When wigs are like that, it gives me when the queens wear the hair like that, it gives me like they have no sense of like not like it's not like no sense of femininity, but it's like when you have hair in your face, it's very like distracting and you kind of have to maintain it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they just want to like show up to the battlefield like this is my helmet and that's it.
No, this is the helmet.
There's no pressing and presenting. And
I think you could
fixing.
hit Ginger Minge over the head with a fire extinguisher and she would be like, "Excuse me?" Like she wouldn't even notice it. This wig is literally a helmet.
Let's try it.
Let's try it. It's crazy. I also forgot to mention, I love Mistress's little giggle. That's such great branding. When she goes,
oh, it is so good.
I really love that. Let's go to our next one. We have Daya Betty. I love this.
I mean, I love this too. She's definitely going to a different party.
I know
than the rest of the girls.
She's going to her own party, and honestly, this is probably my favorite reentrance look of them all. I love when someone wears like an animal print underneath a solid, like a monochromatic. I really love that. I just love this big fur hat. I love the glasses. I love these boots. I love the fur around the mid thigh. I love these little strappy things. I love everything about this look. This is my favorite look of the entrances.
I mean, it's very cute. I think this is one of the things that like you have to now that they're going in on the main stage for their entrance. This would be to me a 10 out of 10 if she was walking into the workroom, but like out of context, it's just different.
Here's the question.
It makes it look more casual in this setting.
When you turn it up for this part, that's just for funsies.
Just for kicks, yeah.
That's just for kicks.
Well, it's just for the audience to see you looking amazing.
I would bring something I already have. I would not get something made for this.
Yeah.
Not for the return, not for bracket, not for the semifinal. For the entrances, yes. But for like the return, I would grab a dress I have. I would just grab a beautiful outfit that I already have.
For sure.
And just wear that. Would you get something brand? You probably get something brand new.
I don't think so. I don't know. I've been like thinking about this. And I was like, there's some categories that you're like, you can really just like use a look that, because we just stress so hard with these fucking designers and all that jazz when you're going into this like time sensitive thing that if you can take some stress out and you know you look good in something like not promo, but like entrance,
lip syncs,
like all that.
Like the lip sync looks, you would not catch me buying something unless I had like a plan for this performance. Like I was like, I'm gonna get something made so I can come up with something that could work with the performance. But otherwise, no, I would not. I would just grab a good old trusty look that maybe I haven't been photographed in or that I haven't worn too many times.
Yeah.
To be honest, but
it might be a little easier though getting ready for these kind of seasons though, because it's such like get ready for 3 outfits at a time.
True that.
Instead of 12 looks in 2 weeks.
Girl, 12. Naomi, we did 20 looks.
That's insane. I
don't know if you remember that for season 8. We did 20 looks. 20.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
2 actual weeks. Like no like fudging around.
No, we go to the airport in literally 2 weeks from this day.
Yeah, there's no sending, suitcases anywhere.
Yeah. Is that our last one? And then we have Cynthia Lee Fontaine, who's wearing Acid Betty.
So she's actually not wearing Acid Betty.
Ooh. Well, Acid Betty was like, Cynthia's gonna be wearing my clothes.
That's what I thought.
I mean, I would believe it.
No, but it's not. It's a different designer.
Who do you know who it is?
I give me a second.
Okay, I think she looks really good. I love this look on Cynthia. I love the cyborg Cynthia. This is something I feel like we have not really seen from her.
Yeah, no, for sure. Which is like when it's your entrance, it's tricky to do that because you want to be able to look at it and be like, oh, of course that's Cynthia.
Daniel Mendiola.
Got it. But I also feel like if Cynthia Lee Fontaine, when it's your 3rd season, We know. So you can shake it up.
Do it.
Because no one's going to be like, whoa. Like, if this is her, you know who really, honestly, their promo look was so different from who they were on the season that it shook me? Anya Nerve. Anya Nerve's promo look was giving like vivacious, baby vivacious. But then her on the show was very different. So I just did not expect to see what we saw on the show. But when it's your third turn, girl, get nutty.
Yeah.
Do something goofy or different out of the box. I love this look. I think it looks really good on her, though.
I do like it. I think the center panel is like the only thing that I remember being a little funky.
Is that like a giant glove hand? Yeah. Oh, she would have worked. Come on, queen. All right, so RuPaul announced that there are new rules. RuPaul says that all of your points that you've made up to this point mean nothing. Congratulations, Irene, for winning every challenge. Congratulations, Ginger Minj, for winning every challenge. We don't care.
Right.
0. Which, honestly, good.
Yeah, for sure. Or else
it would give Ginger too far of an advantage. Mm-hmm. She'd be way, way far ahead. And Ginger Minj says that she's like a little bit, like she expressed that she's a little bit annoyed, but I do not think she's nervous. Like, I don't think Ginger looks around the room and goes, these queens gonna cook me up. I think Ginger looks around and is like, I'm about to kick. I genuinely think Ginger looks around, she's like, I'm about to whoop these bitches' asses.
Well, I mean, especially coming off the bracket she just came off of, she should be having that mentality.
Because she did kick all their asses.
She really did.
And I do not think she's intimidated. I think that every time Ginger Minj says she's not sure she's gonna win, I think she's being I don't know, modest or trying to seem modest. I don't think she actually thinks she's not going to eat the girlies up, in my opinion.
Well, she needs to eat something.
Because she's so skinny
She's so tiny now.
Well, she's lost 120, but we'll get there. Get there.
That's crazy.
So the girls start de-dragging. Mistress says if there was a man, I'm not saying I'm God, but if there's a man in the sky, I would be next to him. What do you do with that? Like, she's such a but I think it's somewhere between trolling and she really believes it.
I think that Mistress is going to make you believe it.
Even if she doesn't.
Like, even if she doesn't, her goal is to, like, present as if this is the case.
Would you let Mistress tell you what to do the way these girls are? Because pretty much if Mistress says it, everyone just does it. If Mistress says everyone gather around, they gather around. If Mistress, here's something I've always said, and I firmly believe this. There are very few exceptions for me. I do not let people call me to them. Come here. No. Come here. Come here.
Hey, Bob, come here.
Especially in a bar when someone's like, I'm like, bitch, I don't want to talk to you. You want to talk to me.
Right.
You come over here. So Mistress is like, because the girls are like, we all think that Ginger's going to win the Snatch Game because RuPaul announced the new Snatch Game. And then Mistress like, Ginger, come on over here. And Ginger just walks over. I'd be like, bitch, if you want to talk to me, come over here.
Right.
I'm not fucking walking over to you. Why the fuck would she walk over there? Knowing Mistress is on some bullshit.
Do you think that Ginger already knows this?
She seems to know it.
Yeah.
She seems like she's like aware of Mistress's bullshit. And I mean, I don't know if Ginger still watches the show, but how could she not? Or if she doesn't, I don't know if Ginger follows the girls online closely, but I feel like anyone who has either watched Mistress's season or follows Mistress online or even if just aware of some of the content she makes, you know, Mistress is on some bullshit.
She really is. She loves it. She's so good at it.
She's great at it. And for whatever reason, the girls just listen to her. In fact, Lydia said that she's going to do whatever Mistress says because she doesn't want to get bulldozed.
Because she's my mother? Was that the reason?
I accept her as my mother, and I'm just going to do whatever Mistress says because I don't want to get bulldozed. Which, like, Lydia is just, like, so passive. But is this the place to be passive? I guess it's working for her.
It worked for her in the first bracket. I feel like this is the one where you're trying to fight just for yourself now. Right?
Because the girls can't help you.
Right.
So like all your mind games, the only way your mind games can work is if it gets someone in their head and they mess up the challenge. Other than that, the mind games are less impactful in this version, in this bracket.
Yeah.
Right? Once we get into I love that. So the girls get to the table, and then Mistress starts making up lies.
What? Yeah. What did she say to Aja?
She was saying that she was worried about.
She feels bad that Georges can't
sit down.
So I feel bad for you.
So all Aja said, Aja was like, I feel bad that she can't sit down.
Uh-huh.
But Mistress just pulled out a tiny part and was like, Aja feels bad for you.
To Ginger.
I don't know who it was so confusing and so convoluted. And then at some point, I think Irene was like, yeah, why would you say that? And I was just like, I did not say that. In fact, she said Mistress is the biggest liar in this competition, which, by the way, is true.
Yes.
And I think the girls are catching on. I think Mistress's days are kind of numbered.
On
this season.
Oh, you think so?
I think Mistress has 1 or 2 more episodes.
Well, I mean, I was not expecting that bottom placement, and I don't think it was appropriate.
I can't wait till we have this conversation. Let's wake that up, as Natalie Nunn apparently says. At one point, Mistress said, I shared a room with Ginger and never saw her shower.
That's evil.
I will say this. I have toured with Ginger Minge. I don't know if she toured with you or not, because she doesn't remember.
But I wish I could forget.
But I have never smelled Ginger Minge smell bad. Ever, never, not once.
No.
So I have toured with Ginger. I've worked with Ginger several times. We actually did a movie together, and I know all the queens who smell. You never forget the queens who smell. Let me tell you right now, that is something. It's like, do you know what maggots smell like?
Oh God, I'm sure I do.
If it hits you again, you're like, oh, maggots.
Yeah.
And that's what funky drag is.
Oof, like guinea pig, like bad guinea pig cages. That's all I think of when I think of
maggots smell kind of. You know what maggots smell like, Taylor? You're from Texas. Yes, it just smells like death. I don't know how to describe it. It just smells like rotting flesh. And they have a sound to them. But guinea pig cages, that's another one. When you smell it instantly, that's kind of what dirty drag smells like a little bit. It smells kind of like a hamster cage.
Like sour. And
it's also it's like Fritos and feet.
Yes.
Mixed with Aquanet. And I just don't understand how Queen's drag is smelling bad.
Because they sweat down.
Yeah, but okay, this is what I do. Y'all, no shade. I once literally, we were already talking about, pissed myself on stage. Had to travel with the pissy dress for a week and my suitcase still didn't smell.
Right.
So how are you smelling? Touring queens, I'll tell you this before. What you do is,
vodka.
When you sweat in your garments, turn them inside out, spritz them with vodka and water, a little bit of tea tree oil, hang them up. Do not put them away until they are dry. If they're not dry, travel with an air mover. It's like those big fans.
Yeah.
Put it on your clothes, pack it away when your stuff is dry. Your tights. This is where your smell comes in. Wash your tights in the shower with shampoo. Just get in the shower. When you wash your body, use body soap or shampoo. Just wash your tights, wring them out, put them on the rack, and then in the morning, take them. And it's really every 2 days. Every other show.
Did you learn this from another queen, or did you just figure this out yourself?
I just the clothing thing I kind of learned a little bit from theater, and also some of it was just smelling other queens smell bad.
And being like, I cannot be that girl.
There's a place in New York City called Lips. And the queens at Lips kind of notoriously smell bad. Not all of them, but some of them.
Is it still open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lips is a great restaurant.
Okay.
Great restaurant. I mean, entertainment-wise. For food, I don't know. I'm not good at judging food. So, the girls are praying for Ginger's downfall. And then at one point, Ginger said that she's going to do Reba, which is a big risk for her.
Big swing.
How?
I don't get that. But I think that Ginger is also just talking Drag Race.
If Ginger did Queen Latifah, that'd be a big swing.
Right.
If Ginger Minge did Lil' Kim, that'd be a big swing. If she was like, I'm going to do Master P.
Right.
I'm going to do I'm like, whoa! Even if, who's a white person that would be a big swing for Ginger Minge? If she did Lady Gaga.
Yeah, Lady Gaga.
If Ginger Minge decided to do Lady Gaga, I'm like, whoa, that's a big swing.
Yeah.
That's a big swing.
For sure.
Bosco is doing a big swing where she's going to be doing Kenny Kerr, who is a person that not a lot of people know, and she's going to be doing multiple impersonations. We'll get to that.
Did you know Kenny Kerr before?
No.
I'm wondering if she picked that up by living in Vegas.
I knew about what's her name?
Frank Marino.
Frank Marino.
Yes.
Who I guess was Kenny Kerr after Kenny Kerr.
Okay.
I don't know if they were simultaneous. I'm not sure. But I knew about Frank Marino. So let's get into what we have here. Bosco is Kenny Kerr. Georges as Pitbull. Daya Betty as Jane Lynch. Cynthia Lee Fontaine as Dracula. You want to do the next round?
Yes. Irene the Alien as Zsa Zsa Gabor. Aja as Cookie Tookie,
Mhm.
Lydia as Pete Burns, Ginger Minge as Lady Gaga, and Mistress as Natalie Nunn.
Natalie Nunn, baddies, pose for
for
me. Ass fat, slim, thick, no tummy. So I guess let's just go down the line. First of all, Raja and Raven are the contestants.
Yes. I'm trying to think. Was there anything in Rue's walkthrough that stood out to you?
What do you mean?
When they were doing this?
Well,
No.
all that stood out to me was when all that really stood out was that Ginger said she lost 125 pounds.
Oh yes, and that Mistress is emerging.
Yeah, but that's really all.
That was it, right?
Yeah, it was pretty.
Mistress cried
In her interview, yeah. But she cried during the last. It's the same thing. She's so grateful for how great her life is. She's like, my life is just so good now.
But she was like crying in front of Rue.
No, she was crying in the interview.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just like a tear detective. I could have swore I saw some tears.
Maybe you zoomed in like tear detective scanning. So, okay. I don't think Bosco is doing a good job. And I'm really gagged that I'm telling me, like, I thought you'd be in the top because Bosco's Kenny Curry is just herself.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the next round, Bosco has an accent. The second time of Bosco, she's doing a voice.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa. Because she was like, do you remember when we were in Vegas? You said the Queen of Vegas? That was crazy.
Yeah, I hate that she like opened with that joke. Because yes, she like kind of set the seeds with her walkthrough with Rue.
Mm-hmm.
But like she opened with it. So like that would have been such a good way to like sprinkle it in.
I would have been like, so-and-so, apparently I'm with the Queen of Vegas.
Right.
Who hasn't been back in, I would have done some of that stuff. Apparently I'm with the Queen of Vegas here, everyone, or something. But she was just like, you remember that? And then also the punchline was just, that was crazy. Or that was wild.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I was like, oh. Sure, Jan. Pitbull left in the dryer is sending me. First of all, I think that the ball cap is pretty decent. The look is pretty good. She looks like Pitbull, low key. I can tell that she's giving Pitbull. Do her hands look insanely tiny, or is it me? Like, is the jacket so big that her hands look like crazy small?
I mean, yeah, it was giving Austin Powers.
Yeah, very much, right?
Yeah.
But I think Georges did a pretty decent job. It was not great, but I think that she was definitely a solid safe, if not top. And I think her runway, we'll get to that, really pushed her over the top.
When I was watching Georges, I was like, oh, it just must be so nice to be liked by Rue. Like, there in so many other seasons, I think like so many other queens could have been doing this like no makeup bald cap man character, and he'd be like, okay.
But I mean, I will say when Deja Sky did Lil Jon, but also everyone else was so bad.
Next.
That Deja Sky ended up winning. Let's go into Daya Betty as Jane Lynch. This bitch looks like Jane Lynch.
It's crazy. It's actually crazy.
When we were watching, I literally said, Jacob, I said, who is that? He was like, Jane Lynch. I said, no, who is that? The actual person. He was like, Daya Betty. I didn't know she was this good at makeup.
No, and she's like one of my top 5 Drag Race makeup artists.
No, her makeup is good, but I didn't know she'd be this good at like this,
doing
like
that.
special effects makeup.
Yeah.
Like, I thought she was like, I can do my face, but this is next level.
No, so good.
And she started off strong, but she did not go anywhere.
Yeah, she did start off. They kind of all started off very strong.
I feel like everyone has an opening joke they want to do,
Right?
And then they just kind of don't think much. Like, what was it? Who was the queen? The pretty tall queen.
Lana
Jarre,
the bus,
who was like, I'm just gonna ask if the bus still running, and that was all I had planned.
Shit, he said my joke.
Literally, she's like, oh fuck. Like, anyway, Cynthia Lee Fontaine. This makeup is crazy.
The Widow's Peak.
This whole look is truly insane.
I know. I did laugh though. A lot.
Well, actually, I'm a little bit confused by RuPaul because Ru said the only rule in Snatch Game is to make me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia made her laugh more than other girls who are in the top.
Yeah.
So Ru, what's the tea?
I don't think they don't see it.
Is the rule to make is it to make you laugh? Well, Lexi Love made you laugh and she was safe.
Right.
And she was bad.
True.
So what is it? Is it to make you laugh or is it something else?
Yeah. I laughed.
And RuPaul said it twice time. Only rule number 1, make me laugh, and rule number 2, make me laugh.
There were some jokes she said, and she's like, "That is so stupid." While she was laughing, I was like, "Oh, that's exactly what he wanted." So she's gonna be in the top.
It was weird.
It was weird.
Let's go into Irene as Zsa Zsa Gabor.
What a smart character.
I agree. I don't think it was smart execution though.
You don't think so?
No, I mean, I think that what maybe she leaned more into like the man like the man stealer, the getting a rich husband, taking his money. And when she said like I'm a great homemaker. What is it?
Housekeeper.
I meant when I divorce a man, I keep his house. Stay on that.
Yeah.
When she threw her coat over to Raven and said for the poor.
I love that.
More of that.
Yeah.
But then it kind of just, I don't know. There was one point, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Lydia. At one point they asked her for the answer, and she just literally said the answer on the paper. Like she was just like oatmeal or whatever the answer was. But no jokes, no nothing, just like the answer. And I was like, oh my God. What is this?
That was also, I mean, it just must be nice to be liked.
Right? Let's go on to Aja's Cookie Tookie. Do you know who Cookie Tookie is?
I don't.
So what's interesting about Aja and Mistress, they did not do any of these girls' catchphrases. So Cookie Tookie, I think her most famous phrase is Isha la gondola. She just goes Isha la gondola.
Okay.
You ever heard Isha la gondola?
Yeah.
The Isha la gondola, Isha la gondola. She never said the Isha la gondola, which is, I feel like if you know Cookie Tookie, that's like the thing. And she should have either done cheek prosthetics or done what Lydia did and like paint her cheeks to look super
like high and lifted.
pumped up. But yeah, Aja just I don't think she went because Cookie Tookie is like wild. Like Cookie Tookie was a mortician, which she did mention. Cookie Tookie would be like, she would film these videos just saying like the wildest, craziest stuff. And she was one of those people who just like always says something that ends up becoming a thing people say. Kind of like T.S. Madison or Precious or
she was giving me T.S. Madison type vibe too.
Yeah, it's just they end up just saying things that just become sayings. And I feel like I wasn't getting any of that from. Although I did like we said, I'm a Philly cheesesteak with the meat hanging out.
Yeah,
that was good. And it was weird they tried to make it sound like it wasn't a good joke. Like it's enough to watch someone like kind of flop in comedy, but it's really more awkward when they add the sound effects.
Right.
When someone's like tell a joke and it goes.
I mean, it is crazy like watching it and then remembering just being there and how quiet that room really is. Like it's just silent.
Y'all, Snatch Game is long. It's about an hour.
Yeah.
An hour of straight improv. And I imagine, did you do Snatch Game of Love?
Yes.
So that's probably easy because you're on and off.
Yeah, I did like that.
But Snatch Game, regular Snatch Game, you are just literally there for an hour. And they take little breaks, but you kind of stay in character.
And I mean, Ru does not laugh as much as I think that you see on television.
I think they have Ru's laughs in the can. They just keep adding them over. And also, the crew is like intentionally trying not to laugh.
Yeah, I don't think they're allowed to.
Yeah,
they're like
they can make editing harder.
Yes.
Although they all told me how hard it was when I was there to not laugh when I was eating the girlies up. But anyway, let's go on.
Me, I'm girlies.
So, y'all, there was this dermatologist appointment I was supposed to book like a year ago because I had this little thing that I want to get checked out and it's like giving me concern because I'm like, what if it's something bigger? Yeah. So I didn't do it and I regret it. And it could have been so easy because of ZocDoc. ZocDoc makes booking doctors easy. You can stop procrastinating and you can find in-network doctors in just minutes. You don't have to call around and fax things. This ain't 1997. This is 2025 and ZocDoc is that girl. You just open up the app, you pick someone close to you and you see if they have good reviews and boom, appointment locked in that week. Let's break it down for you.
ZocDoc is a free app and a website where you can search and compare high quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. You can book appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty: mental health, dental, primary care, dermatology, and much more. You can filter by insurance, location, medical need, and actual patient reviews so you can know what you're walking into if it's going to be a mess or something. Y'all, this is honestly game-changing. And the best part, you can literally see real appointment slots. Did y'all hear that? You can see like real appointment slots and just click one and book it. Most of the time, you can find someone within 24 to 72 hours, and sometimes you can even get it done the same day. Seriously, I use this and you should too. Stop putting off your doctor's appointment and just get it done already. You will feel better, I promise. Go to ZocDoc.com/rivalry to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/rivalry. ZocDoc.com/rivalry.
So the other day, I went to this outdoor brunch party, and it was giving high sun, high fashion, and absolutely no shade unless you brought your own. Am I right, ladies? You know the vibe. Pastel linens, fancy eye strings, cocktails, someone's dog in a bow tie. And let me tell you, I thought my outfit was doing something until I popped on my pair eyewear sun tops, and the whole look just snapped together. Literally. You know, I love a statement accessory, and the snap sound, instant serotonin. I wore the Kirby base frame, very cute, very chic, very retro, and snapped on these soft lavender tinted lenses that match my top perfectly. And I love matching my top. I've got a few different toppers now too, so I really do switch them out depending on the vibe. One for running errands but still hot kind of day, another for stealing your partner with the cookout energy, and yes, I've used my HSA for them, functional and fine.
Have you ever stolen someone's man before, for real?
Nah, I mean, yes, of course.
Damn, that's crazy. Pear Sun Tops collection is so good for summer. It's giving flair without trying too hard. And they actually protect your eyes from the sun, which is kind of the point, right? Plus, I love that I can shop everything from collabs like Marvel and Star Wars to full-on sparkle and classic tones. They virtual try-on is amazingly helpful. I highly recommend this for indecisive girlies like myself. Oh, and the price. Baby, the price. Base frames start at just $60 and top frames at $25. Prescription ready. Fast shipping, and they even donate a pair to a kid in need with every purchase. You are not just nearsighted, you're also a philanthropist. I love that. Slay your summer look. Go to paireyewear.com/sibling15 for 15% off your first pair. And support the show by mentioning that Sibling Rivalry sent you in your post-checkout survey. That's paireyewear.com/sibling15. For the longest time, I was waking up with that stiff, why do I feel like I slept on a sidewalk kind of ache? You know what I mean? And I thought I needed to like stretch more or maybe do some Pilates. Nope, I needed a new mattress. And once I tried Brooklyn Bedding's signature hybrid, it was game over. I have not woken up sore since, unless I was doing something crazy the night before. And what I really, really love about Brooklyn Bedding is it lets you choose your firmness level. I went for the medium. It honestly feels like the mattress that hugs me just enough, but it still supports my back, my delicate little frame. Plus, they ship everything direct from the Arizona factory. No sketchy markups, no middleman, just good old American craftsmanship. No tariffs.
Also, hot sleepers, listen up. They have Glaciotex cooling cover that actually works. Y'all, I mean, I know I'm hot in the streets, but I'm hot in the sheets too. So these things keep me cool without waking up in a puddle and sweaty and gross. I feel comfortable when I sleep, and that's what's really important for me. And if you're nervous about buying a mattress online, don't be. You get a 120-night comfort trial, and they'll help you return or swap it if it's not right. No drama, no fuss. So if you're ready to actually enjoy going to bed again, go to brooklynbedding.com and use my promo code RIVALRY at checkout to get 30% off site-wide. That's brooklynbedding.com, promo code RIVALRY for 30% off site-wide. Don't forget to enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. brooklynbedding.com, promo code RIVALRY. Hey, I know the video just cut off, and I know you're upset about it because you want to see the dolls. I know you do, but there is one way to see us. Go to our Patreon, right, Roberta?
That's right. And not only will you see the rest of this video, you're going to see so many exclusive videos. You get to see some of our one-woman shows. You get to watch our Untucked thoughts. You get to see, listen, there is, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It's the best Patreon in the business.
100%. Bar none.
All right, let's get back to the episode.
Let's do it.
Let's go on. But you were great. Your Wendy Williams 8.
Because you coached me.
It was so good.
You are a very good coach.
There's a girl from this next season of All Stars who like cornered me outside of
Vicky's. No, sorry, the Abbey.
The Abbey. And was like, she was kind of drunk. She was like, Bob, I heard you help the girls with Snatch Game. You need to help me. I was like, I'll help you. I'm happy to help you. I've helped you. I helped Monet. I've helped Jiggly Caliente. I've helped quite a few girls with their Snatch Games. I was like, I'm happy to, of course. I was like, but you have to like call me. Like, you have a number. Never called.
Untucked? Are we talking about it?
No, we can't talk about it. We can't talk about it. But,
because it's just,
yeah, but I can't wait to see how this turns out.
but also in her defense, if she was in a bracket, maybe she didn't want to start preparing for also. I don't know when they do Snatch Game this one, but maybe she wanted to find out if she moved on to the next before she prepared for Snatch Game.
Maybe. Well, she never called, so best of luck to you, girl. I hope you ate. Honestly, genuinely, I genuinely hope you ate. Let's go on to Lydia as Pete Burns. This look is impeccable.
It's so good.
I don't know much about Pete Burns, but I know he's British.
She gives me like I don't know why we're looking at kind of far away. Doesn't that look like Layla randomly?
Layla?
Like Layla McQueen?
I don't know that I see the Layla McQueen in there.
Like before she does her like.
Is it because of lips?
I don't know. Maybe it's just all black and I like the topper wig like that she's about to.
Oh no, Layla would wear a wig like this, but purple.
And then she would take it off.
Yeah,
to Mr. Brightside. Yeah,
Mr. Brightside.
For sure. That's a Layla.
That is very Layla. Very Layla. This look is great. I don't feel like she was British.
No.
And Pete Burns is British.
Mm.
I did enjoy when she did the lyrics to Catitude.
Me too. I was like, oh wow, the Miley drop.
That was actually great. And aren't you like a Miley fan?
Yes, I do love Miley Cyrus.
Ginger Minj as Reba. I gotta say, this was the only genuine laugh I had the whole time.
Which one? Like
when she was doing orders at the drive-thru. Single mom works 2 jobs. I laughed again when she said that she was doing phone sex.
Yes.
Although I do think technically she should have said yes and not no.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before she goes no. I'm actually doing. But she goes technically. When she goes technically, yeah, I'm a phone sex operator.
When she said that her kids steal her Maybelline.
Oh,
so that's why she has one. I thought that was very funny.
Yeah, Ginger Minj is obviously very good at improv.
Mm-hmm.
She knows how to listen when people are talking. She actually does not chew up the scenery. She's not like knocking everyone down. She inserts herself and just enough that you can laugh about it. She's not pulling from anyone. Let's talk about pulling from people. Let's go on to Mistress Isabel Brooks.
You thought she was pulling from people? Okay, tell me.
Okay, first of all, the chin is hilarious.
So good.
This character is not Natalie Nunn.
No. I mean, I've watched Bad Girls Club.
Okay.
I've never watched Baddies, though, so I don't.
So some of Natalie Nunn's catchphrases are about chin checking. Because she kept quoting when Nicki Minaj said, even if you hoes with Natalie Nunn, if you were Natalie Nunn, you still couldn't chin check me.
Right.
But also, have you seen the clip of her going, well, let me take my chains off because it's not going to be a conversation. Let me take my chains off.
Oh, no.
Is one of my favorite quotes of hers. And I don't think Natalie Nunn says, let's wake this up. That's just Mistress.
That's Mistress, yeah.
Mistress was just doing Mistress, but like angrier. Because Mistress's like sass is very trying to make you believe it's not sass, whereas Natalie Nunn is like anger and like vitriol,
right?
And Mistress is like, what do you mean by that? But she was just doing it, but like aggressive, which this was a bad Snatch Game.
You really? Okay, so interesting. I feel like I've now heard 2 reviews say like of this being like it wasn't good, but I did find myself laughing a lot.
I think that Mistress doesn't understand how comedy works. Mistress also is a no but. It's not yes and, it's no but. Like when she was like, what makes you a baddie? What makes you a fucking baddie, bitch? The fuck?
I don't think that they liked how I do think that's how Natalie Nunn would do Snatch Game, though. I don't think that they liked that for Ru.
But how could you... I don't think Ru minds a dig at her. Just how can you make it funny? Like, I mean, I don't know.
I think if Ru knew who she was, it'd be different. Ru has no idea who Natalie Nunn is.
Yeah, maybe. Here's some things that I wrote down about Snatch Game. So I think that Ginger's eating, Cynthia is flopping at certain points, and she is not good with back and forth. Like Cynthia is when you like try to volley with Cynthia, she just starts to crumble. Like, oh, where are you from in Transylvania? She's like, just
just Transylvania,
general Transylvania. She's like all over. She goes, yep. Oh, and even the suburbs.
Oh, and the suburbs too. Okay.
Like I feel like there's something she could have said. She'd been like, yes, I'm from Transylvania. Don't tell Trump. I'm from a trans place. You know what I mean? Or she could have been like, Trans, where you from? She'd be like, I don't know, Pacoima.
Right.
Oh yeah, there's a Pacoima in Transylvania. There are so many options. I still think someone should do the devil, but instead of doing the devil as like really gay, like which I think was actually good the way she did it. I think the devil should be really understanding. He should be very
earnest,
very like what's the word? Granola. He wears a turtleneck. He uses people's pronouns. Like the idea of the devil actually being really listening and understanding, I think is a really interesting commentary on the devil versus God. And the idea that you ever heard the saying, the greatest trick the devil ever played was make you think he was the good guy.
Okay.
So the idea is that actually God is the devil and the devil is actually God. But the devil made you believe that he was God. Because if you listen to the devil's politics, it's actually really kind of understanding.
Oh, this got to a
I
really
think
deep
this is what they
Snatch
said
Game.
about Hitler too,
Look
right?
into Satanism. Look into Satanism. I'm not a Satanist. I'm not a Satanist. So Raven wins Snatch Game. Is this a message?
Possibly.
Because that's what everyone's saying.
I mean, with everything going on.
Crown it. That's all I'm saying. They're all saying crown it.
I mean, this was crowning I would have loved to see on All Stars 1, personally.
Drag Chad Michaels.
Nothing against Chad Michaels. I just...
But nothing for her.
So long overdue, I guess.
Justice for me, the first. All right, let's go on to... So they're doing their makeup the next day. So Irene, I have a theory that Irene has had it with Mistress. And she is letting Mistress have it. So she walks up and goes, she just walks up to Mistress and goes, you are so fucked tonight. That is so gagging to me.
I mean, this is like the time in the workroom where you're like, oh, what do people think about me? Finally, because they're going to say the real thing on camera.
Yeah.
I do think. Like, they're not going to say the real thing on the way home from Snatch Game to the hotel or anything like that. This is when people are going to be real.
And she wants to go, you are so fucked tonight. And Mistress is like, I think I was in the top, but I guess you do too. Maybe Mistress is not Delulu. Labubu or Delulu. Who knows? She looked like a Labubu in that outfit for her lipstick, but she was big for her. The Delulu Labubu. And I feel like Irene is like, she's really letting her have it, like, because they're like, who's in the bottom? Then Mistress goes, let's wake it up. Everyone talk about it. Irene goes, no, you go. You tell us who's in the bottom. Since you want to wake it up. And then Mistress gets a taste of her own medicine, and she literally does what she says. She goes, okay, I think it's Cynthia. It's crazy to me when someone matches Mistress with the energy that she brings to people, she will fold to them too.
Right.
It's kind of interesting.
Two negatives make a positive. Is that what it is?
I guess. I don't know. But Mistress, she was like, okay, I'll do what you say. Without even thinking, she's like, okay. And then out of nowhere, she was like, Cynthia. And I mean, obviously she was right.
Well, this is Irene's third time competing or second time competing against Mistress because they were on the same season.
Oh yeah, it was. They were, weren't they?
So even though they had such a small amount of time competing against each other, you learn so much when you're like doing that press circuit. And
I did love when Mistress read Irene, she was like, well, I didn't think you were that great. She goes, maybe because you're watching from home, but I don't really like that for the fans' opinions. Gathered.
It's only Mistress and Georges like get ready away from everybody else, right?
I guess I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it. Yeah, Mistress does it at the table away from everyone, like Chi used to do. Chi used to get ready. Y'all, Chi used to get ready in the next studio. Like she would be so far from us, and the producers kept being like, "Can someone go talk to Chi?" Did they ever tell you to go talk to Chi? They just tell me to go talk to Chi. Can you bring Chi into the conversation? Chi! Let's get into these runaways. So I fucking love this dress, this hair, these gloves. This is probably one of my favorite looks RuPaul's worn this season. Okay. On RuPaul. This is one of my favorite looks RuPaul's worn this season.
For sure. I love this.
So good.
She looks like one of the like pristine condition Barbies like in the box still.
And Michelle looks like Mrs. Frizzle. Like she's gonna teach about space.
Oh, totally.
It's cute though.
Totally, yeah.
It is cute. I wish Sarah Michelle Gellar with these were shorts instead of like a panty.
I think it's like one of those things where it's like only the front.
Yeah, it is.
Like the back is like just like solid, right? Yeah. Which always gives me Forever 21. Yeah, I don't know what there is.
I wish it was a short and not a panty. And Carson looks good. But Carson doesn't do a whole lot of variety, to be honest. Let's go into these looks. So we have Bosco. Okay, am I crazy? Because the internet's going ham for this, and I just didn't see it.
I like the look. I don't like it for this cat. So we're doing Tear-a-misu.
Tear-a-misu. So it has to be a suit, and then you take the suit off, and you're wearing something else underneath.
This is that like Margiela collection that like was like really big with like
with the glass face. That what's her name? Who's that? Pat McGrath did.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's like what the reference was, or maybe I'm just.
But her face isn't glass, so it's upsetting.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And I don't like.
Also, I think this was filmed. Oh no, this is after. This is part 2. Yeah.
My favorite part is the shoe. My God, I love that shoe.
This
so
looks
much.
something. You ever seen the outfits Pearl's making?
Oh yes.
This looks like one of those.
Totally like Renaissance.
Yeah, and that you can wear it to the
dapper.
Yeah, you can wear it to the river a little. Yeah, I do not love this look, and I also don't think they look different enough to. I'm not into it, but everyone else loved it, so maybe I'm the minority here.
You calling it a headscarf or a do-rag?
That's a headscarf.
Okay.
That's not a do-rag. Who said it was a do-rag?
I was just curious. I was just asking. I was just asking.
Bosco, you got a do-rag on? Bosco, you got a do-rag on? You got some cornrows under there? But you like it though?
I do like it. I like it as a look. For Tear-a-misu, I think we're gonna see better with the following girls.
Speaking of which, let's go to the next girl. We have George's. This suit is impeccable.
I love the suit.
I love this horn off the shoulder.
The hair.
The
braids coming out from like right here is sick.
The size of it. The only tiny note I can give that I wish you had done snap tape instead of giant snaps. I could just see the big snaps. That's literally the only note I have for this.
That side camera fucks these girls up.
Gathered
more than I would like to see.
Yeah. But her second look is really good as well.
It's Sam Smith, Gottmik, Violet Chachki.
Oh, it is a little bit
right
better,
when I see it, I was like, oh, that's like
oh my God, Violet Chachki was worth it. Violet Chachki and Gottmik worth the Grammys, weren't they?
That was the unholy performance.
Yeah,
and that's totally like what I would see the reference being.
Gottmik and Violet always be in the most random places.
Ibiza.
Like there's one more they'll be like at the Grammys performing with Sam Smith, and then the next week Violet's like performing on a coffee table.
the iconic split one.
Like and then she's at a Margiela runway in the first row, and then she's like DJing in like a basement.
Yeah.
Yelling, turn it up! And then she's like at the Eiffel Tower, DJing like at the Eiffel Tower, and then she's like DJing at McDonald's. Like it's like they are so. I guess really just Violet.
I have so much respect for Violet's feet because she's doing all this in like a 150 arch,
and she wears the heels backstage, y'all.
Yes, she does.
I do not know. I don't know when. I don't know why, but she goes backstage.
Yes.
Wearing the heels.
Yes.
Why are you wearing heels backstage? For what? What was the reason?
Iconic.
Violet Chachki. All right, let's go on to our next girl. We have Bosco.
No, this is Daya.
Daya, sorry. We have Daya. So me and Monet are split on this. I want you to go first.
Okay.
She has a theme.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely almost like a theme from her Snatch Game to be like this like referee, coach, trainer. I don't know if I need to see sweat stains embellished on Drag Race. I don't know if I really need to see this shade of gray like in a knit on Drag Race, and I don't think you have the ass to do that.
I like this.
What are your thoughts?
I like this look. I like this like heightened version of like sweatpants kind of. I think the glittery sweat stains are kind of fierce. I don't care that her butt's flat. I like little butts, so I don't really care that her butt's flat, to be honest. I mean, I like big butts. I like little butts. I just like butts. And I just think this is a cool look. I really think I love the socks. I love this like sporty take on it. I don't love the first look. That's my main issue, is that the first look is it's a cool sweatsuit, but not for Drag Race.
Yeah, it's like going to Runyon.
Yeah, it's like, wow, you really dressed nice for Runyon. But you didn't dress nice for the main stage.
Totally.
But I like this second look. I think it's cute.
Net on Drag Race?
I don't mind it. Something about it I like. I just think it looks really cool. I love these socks. I love the pit stains with the stones on them. I honestly think it's really kind of cool. Only thing I think that could have been better is if maybe instead of doing the butt out, if she did the butt stain.
Oh yeah, like ass.
Yeah, you know when the people have a
swamp.
stain on the crack of their ass, which by the
Mhm.
way feels like I would be so embarrassed at the gym with it. Something about an ass crack stain is
Mhm.
just so embarrassing. And I know, obviously, we're at the gym.
Oh my god, you posted a
A picture
thoughty.
of my butt. I know. Can you believe
We're in
it?
a new era.
It was this picture here.
Hot.
That's just we're already past 30-minute mark.
Caked up.
Only on the Patreon.
What's your issue with knit on the runway?
I think knit is just a really hard thing to pull off in drag.
Jacob, why you not Googling Naomi wearing knit? You always Googling me.
I mean, I definitely have, but like
On the runway?
not on the main
All
stage.
Stars 4 was the cat runway.
I mean, it was like a custom yarn moment, not like
She's at custom.
not like
that's
going
fine.
to Talbot's and getting a like
Well, I think Diabetes
gray
suit is obviously
cardigan.
custom.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't know. I do think that there is a huge difference though between like a yarn look for a cat runway and a knit
So
long
you think you're better than
sleeve.
Diabetes?
I don't think I'm better than Diabetes.
You think Diabetes better than you?
I think she's taller than me.
I'm really tall and drama.
But the look gives me like Alexis Michelle when she was like that like kink pageant.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I feel like this could be in that same collection.
You know what gagged me the most about that look? There wasn't a zipper in the back.
Dias?
Yeah, there was no zipper in the back of that. So that means that she just pulled this over her head.
You know what? That was Amelia Pucci.
What is Amelia Pucci? Is that like fancy?
I mean, that was me wearing knit on the runway. You're right.
Wow, this is crazy. The fashion queen dethroned in HD. No, I'm playing. I think you look beautiful there. But what reason why it's shocking to me that she's not wearing, there's no zipper in this, because like how she's not wearing pads, she's not wearing tights, she's probably wearing a corset, but maybe not.
Something, yeah.
She must be so fucking comfortable. She literally took her dress and was like.
Which is like wild for the main stage to look at someone and be like, "You look comfortable."
But I kind of like it though. All right, let's go to our next queen. We have Cynthia Lee Fontaine, baby. This, Estimated, what happened? You promised us. This is wrong. This is wrong at every step of the way.
It's very bad.
The
bow tie necklace.
The tiramisu. I like that the suit is supposed to be tiramisu, but like it's bad.
It's so bad.
And they did that shot. They kept showing of her ass over and over and over again was so dirty.
I guess this was like one of the few times that they only let them do it once. The runway was like a one timer, and
Cynthia Lee Fontaine, is she wearing red fishnets?
Is she? Does it give you?
I can't tell if she is, but do you remember when she wore red fishnets?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't even really made up the roller girl.
So I was like, is she wearing red fishnets again? Like, what's her thing with it? Is she wearing red fishnets? No. Oh no. This could have been great, but it was just.
Yeah, I like the idea. I mean, the literal take on it was cute for her.
Unfortunately, from the neck up, this looks good, which means the entire outfit is bad.
Right. Yeah, the hair is gorgeous.
And her face looks great, but my God, Cynthia, I love you, but Cuckoo, you be wearing some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff.
Well, also attacking a reveal and trying to make it look effortless requires so many factors.
Yeah.
And like shoving fabric underneath a corset and all that jazz.
And she obviously has mobility issues because she had both her hips replaced. But that should have been taken into account when they made the outfit. This is not good. Sorry, Cynthia. Let's go to our next one. We have Irene.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about this look?
I love it.
I think it's Diego Montoya.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. It looks really cool. I love the glasses. I also love that the way that her leggings are, they also look kind of plasticky, just like her face looked, which was really a cool moment. This is a great look. Irene is a pretty impeccable, flawless drag queen, visually speaking.
She really is.
When it comes to visual, she's like pretty flawless.
It's just so detailed. It's so good. I've never seen like feathers sprout out of a reveal because my brain would always think like those are going to be damaged, but you can just see like the way that like the power shoulder on her first look is like almost a cage for those feathers so they don't get damaged, which is so smart. I don't know what the hell that like beading fabric, velvet, I think it's actually velvet. That gold is so pretty and I love it.
Yeah.
Not my drag, but like it doesn't need to be my drag to love it.
Yeah, she looks great. Let's go on to our next one, please. We have Aja. I like both these looks. I think this is Jeffrey Kelly.
Was caterpillar into butterfly?
Yeah, caterpillar into monarch butterfly. I like this look. I actually like the suit. Someone else said they didn't like this. I think I watched the Piss Stop one. They didn't like the suit. I like the suit. I love that she did a skirt suit.
Yeah.
Everyone else thought it had to be a pantsuit. No, Irene did a skirt suit too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like this look. I think it looks really cool. Only thing is I love the hair. I did not love the earrings as much as everyone else did. I wish the earrings were like citrine.
Like just to be a little bit more.
Yeah, like citrine and black just to really bring it home. But I guess the earrings and the shoes and the bracelets go together, but I don't think they go with the outfit.
Yeah, I see that.
Jeffrey Kelly did Georges, Aja, and Diabetes for this runway.
Oh my God. I got that fucking George's suit was
Yeah, that was the one.
Insane. I like the dress too, but God, that suit was so fucking good. You know, I cannot get Jeff Kelly to make anything for me.
Really?
I can't get him to make it for me.
Like he won't text you back? Or
No, he'll text me back, but like somehow it all just gets it becomes like texting in a circle forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I tell people, if you just draw it, send it to me, I will send you a deposit immediately.
Yeah, if you like it, you'll
quickly.
Yeah.
I can't get to the sketch.
That's annoying.
Jeffrey. And I confronted him at the fucking, you know me. I confronted him at the World Pride. I was like, Jeffrey, are you gonna make me something? My God. Jeffrey.
No, it's very talented.
What do you think of this look?
I mean, I think the butterfly could have been a little bit executed better.
Would you want to see it like out more?
I think this just looks like a garment that was drawn on, which I think
it is
what it was.
Yeah.
Which I think the wings just could have been a little bit more incorporated. Maybe the wings even could have been like.
Well, we saw some wings. I think because we saw a moth early in the episode, maybe our mind is immediately being like, I would appreciate a big wing.
Right. Totally.
Yeah, but I love his hair though. His hair is so sickening.
Yeah, I mean, I think she looks gorgeous.
Let's move on to our queen, Lydia Butthole Collins. I love this suit so much.
I love both looks.
Why is her dress always so long?
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know why. But like, ugh. I love the tie that like is at the neck that doesn't come all the way down and goes into like the seam.
Yeah.
I love the low back. I love the hair with this.
I think I like the suit more than like the dress. The dress is just a pretty simple silk dress. But that suit looks so fucking good. This dress is not bad at all. I love that Carson's so attention to detail. He really fucking knows what he's talking about. He's like, oh, just stay me, it's too long. Like he's the only one who clocked that, and no one else is like listening to him at all. And now it's all I can see that the dress is too long and the bottom is completely wrinkly. But man, this suit is so good. She looks so sickening in this fucking suit. You know, I love a bun.
I mean, love it. I love a bun with some fun still.
Yeah.
Her hair, whoever's doing her hair is doing such a good job because it's like obviously all the same but so different at the same time.
I wonder if she do her own hair. How tall is she? She looks tall here.
I think she's tiny.
But she doesn't. But she looks tall here to me, right?
Yeah, she does look tall. I'm trying to figure out what she would have done with that dress.
The hair is by asa.online. ASSA.online.
Maybe this could be a cocktail dress.
But then I wouldn't have that whole like.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
This looks better in motion, for sure.
Yeah. Are you want to lead our next one?
Yes.
No, that's not sharing. We're sharing the duties.
Okay, so Ginger Minge comes out as a groom.
She says this is Janelle Monáe and Doechii inspired. which I don't personally. I get why she's saying it. Anyway, you continue. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's Dochi inspired, and she's going from a groom to a bride, and I don't know. I don't like the obviously she looks like a gorgeous bride. I think that's what the first look she approached was, and then she went into the
You think
groom.
she reverse engineered it?
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. Because like this suit that is like it looks like she's walking behind it.
Well, she's also holding it together.
Right.
Which is really an upsetting reveal. When you're like, when we can see we can like, you're telegraphing your reveal from like a mile away.
Yeah.
That's not great. This suit is bad. I do like this dress. She looks really beautiful in this dress. I love this cut. I love that she's showing her legs. I love this this neckline with the big doily looking. I don't even know what to call this. Taylor, what would you call that thing around the top? This like frilly top thing.
Like neck.
I don't know. It looks really cute. It's like a collar. Yeah, it's like a collar, I guess. It looks really, really good. I wish her hair was maybe a little bit different. Ginger does a very old school drag hair, but not in a way that I particularly love.
Yeah.
But I do love this dress. But this suit was not good.
That hat on the suit is criminal.
The hat's bad. The hat's bad.
That's
gonna be a meme. What's your favorite look of the week?
Oh, we still have Mistress.
We got one more.
Oh, we got one more.
We tried to figure that.
Baby.
We tried.
You lead the way on this one, because this is a hot boo-boo, shitty kitty disaster. This is the worst look.
Who's the queen?
We're talking about Mistress Isabel Brooks. This is the worst look that has been on the runway in the past 5 seasons.
Regular and All Stars?
And international. I'm including Kings of Drag. I'm including Dragula. I'm including Miss Teen USA. This first look is she tried to this beautifully airbrush.
Is it supposed to be can't? Like,
I think it's supposed to be a powerful message.
This is me.
And she told us this beautifully airbrushed girl, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no.
You know good and got Mistress knows good drag. This fat suit is a crime. When Megami said protect queer art, she wasn't talking about this.
Protect bad art.
This is, I don't even know what to say how bad this is. This is so bad.
I know. It's actually really shocking that she did all this work on herself to come back. And like, obviously, you know, if it was a fat suit and then she revealed and she was like in this like naked, like this is my body now moment, but to like still be in the fat suit underneath on the dress, you have you put on kinkles for the runway is crazy.
Cankles, these are thankles. Thankles. I mean, I don't care. The fat suit could be a beautiful image because she's shedding the pounds and she achieved a goal. To be clear, I'm not saying because you lost weight.
Yeah.
Losing weight does not make you better. But she has achieved a goal that she wanted to achieve. When she was on Drag Race, the first time she weighed 400 pounds. And now she's obviously much less than that.
Yeah.
And that is a goal she wanted to achieve. She said that she now views her life as being valuable, that she wants to take care of and prolong. I don't think other people will be happy that she's prolonging her life. I don't think Ginger's gonna be happy about that. I don't think Malaysia's gonna be happy about that. I don't think Sugar Spice is gonna be happy about that. But this fat suit is a shitty kitty, boo-boo, nasty, disgusting, hideous, poorly done mess.
Yeah, no, it's bad. Also, the look after is bad.
None of these look. The only good thing about this look is her makeup and hair.
I mean, you can't touch it.
Her makeup and hair look great.
So good.
The thankles, the velvet dress with a.
Is that a dress? That's a piece of fabric. That velvet ball dress. Skirt.
And I was so sick of them being like, but what you revealed to is beautiful. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. You lied.
It wasn't. So, like, did she need the suit on the bottom to make the dress do that? Or would it be straight up and down if she didn't have that on?
I don't know, because I believe that the top is still connected. She didn't throw it off. So the top is under the dress, too.
Okay.
I don't care. It's ugly.
It is bad.
It's bad.
I wish she went to, like, a naked, like, how Mistress would do a nude illusion rhinestone bodysuit kind of moment after the fat suit. I think that would have been like fierce.
Yeah, this is a mess. She looks a fucking hot mess. So let's go into the judging. So Bosco, Irene, and Diabetti are all safe. Do you agree with that? Bosco, Irene, and Diabetti, safe.
I feel like Diabetti could have been one of my tops. Not Diabetti, sorry.
I was with her horrible knit.
Irene
Irene
could have been one of my tops.
Even with her, I mean, I thought, okay, yeah, that's fair. I think it's a pretty
more than Pitbull is what, like, because the tops are who? It's Pitbull.
But that suit.
Yeah, the suit.
Oh my God.
But like but Irene's was also amazing.
It was. This was a good runway, except Mistress. This was a great except Mistress. This was a great Mistress of Fool.
And Ginger.
This is a great run. Well, at least Ginger's second look was great.
Yeah.
What about Cynthia?
You're right.
Okay, except Cynthia. Except Mistress. Okay, you're right. There were just so many. Like the highs were so high.
Yeah, for sure.
And the lows were so low.
Yeah.
Georgia's got pretty good critiques, and I enjoyed her Pitbull, and I think her runway was great. Cynthia got some really bad critiques, but Ru still kept saying she loved it. I would have been shook if I was Cynthia.
Yeah.
If I would have found out I was in the bottom after all the praise I got, and then they critique your outfit, but Ru was like, I loved it.
Yeah.
And she was laughing. Just make me laugh. I'd have been like, what the fuck happened?
Right. I just don't think that they see it. They just don't see it.
For her. Aja, they felt like Aja embodied the character, but she didn't really go anywhere with it. She didn't really bring any jokes to it. And then Ginger got great critiques about Snatch Game. They did not like her first look, which is super valid. And I feel like I feel like Mistress didn't. They talk about Mistress didn't really do any of Natalie's isms. You know what I mean? And then Ginger ends up winning Snatch Game. She's the first queen to win Snatch Game 3 times. She has never flopped at Snatch Game, and honestly, she deserved this win. Ginger Minge did a great. Do you have a favorite Snatch Game of all time?
Favorite Snatch Game of all time? I mean, I really do like Jinx's Judy Garland.
Jinx's Judy Garland was great.
It's like
Alaska's
Mae West.
Mae West was great. Ginger has had some of my favorite Snatch Game moments. She has one of my favorite Snatch Game moments. Where are you from in London? My house.
My house, yeah. Yeah, very smart.
That was great.
She's definitely an improv.
Yeah, 100p. And then we find out that Mistress and Cynthia are going to be lip syncing to an a cappella version of Who's Zooming Who.
Which is not right. It's not right. If you want to put Mistress in the bottom, if we really want to say that runways are so important, which they never are.
Until they don't like it.
Until they don't like it.
Until they want to see in the bottom.
So like I do think it could have been Aja versus Cynthia because Cookie Tookie didn't really go anywhere.
But her runway was better. But does it matter? What matters?
Right. Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. I do think that it was just a better gag for television, better gag for this All-Star season to put Mistress in the bottom first week.
I didn't mind Mistress in the bottom because I didn't think she was good in Snatch Game, and I thought her runway was so bad.
Yeah.
And Cynthia obviously deserved to be in the bottom.
How nice to be in the bottom and be able to change your outfit.
Right?
For the lip sync.
Right?
How nice.
Must be nice because we had to be Maggie.
Figure it out in a look that we just made in 20 minutes.
But on All Stars, y'all got to change, right?
Yes, but to be in the bottom and be able to change.
Oh yeah,
is like nice.
True that. So Mistress Isabel Brooks wins, and to be honest, I think they actually both did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
So I don't think Cynthia got crushed, but I do think that Mistress won.
Mistress definitely won. I think we need to space out the times or the songs that we are doing this like.
Yeah,
it's almost like a detox thing that I feel like is
detox definitely does it. Yeah,
like where I first saw it as a baby drag queen, but like I don't think this song needed that.
It also seemed like not a Mistress thing.
No.
It was shocking for Mistress.
Yeah.
I will say I loved Mistress's lip. Cynthia and Mistress both look stunning.
They're so stunning. Oh, yeah. Cynthia in that like red and blue.
Oh, so good. They both look so good, which is crazy because they both look the fool a minute ago. And now they're wearing like beautiful, gorgeous looks.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they would have just found a way to just put those on instead, because that shit they were wearing was fucking crazy.
I wonder if any girl will ever do that. Just like fully disregard the runway
Alaska
category.
did.
Like fully disregard the runway
During the
category.
2-in-1, when she put a trash bag on her head and just threw it off and still won. I said the rules don't matter. Oh, okay. There it is. That's the girl who won the same year I won. All right. We will be discussing Untucked and Naomi's
I gotta try and find that.
absolute diss to Selena STD.
Not at all.
And Untucked. We will see y'all over on the Patreon. Bye, everyone.
Mwah.
Oh, wait. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? We know who's gonna win the season. We all know.
My guess is Georges or Ginger.
I think it's only Ginger, solamente Ginger. I don't think anyone's gonna win this season. I think Ginger's going to mollywop the girls this season. I think Ginger has 4 more wins in her alone. The only time Ginger won't win will be on a design challenge. But then again, who knows? Because she won a design challenge.
Right.
They'll probably be like design and also comedy.
It's a talent show and then the lip sync Lollapalooza. That's all we have left.
I think Audrey's gonna win. Well, there were 2 episodes of this one.
That's crazy.
2 episodes left, yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, that's 9 girls.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I guess I assume they're going to bring back the wild card for the lip sync.
So they're chopping 3 girls, and then just everyone else is being eliminated in the Lollapalooza?
They're chopping 2 girls, adding one back. Actually, I don't know. Maybe they won't chop anyone.
I don't know what's going on. I think that Audrey's gonna win the talent show.
Hmm.
And then I think she's I'm so confused. I do not know what's gonna happen, but I do believe Ginger Man will win this season.
Yeah. My hope would be Irene or Bosco.
Bosco?
But
Or Irene?
I just know it's not gonna happen. But those would be my winners.
I hope Acid Betty comes back and wins the whole patch.
I
All right,
mean, yes.
We'll see y'all on Patreon.